Okay, really quick, guys. I just invested in something like totally brand new to like bring a different vibe or just bring a little more spice to the videos. Well, that's it. Let me know in the comments. What do you guys think about it? Does it work? Does it not work? Should I try something else? I personally like it. It changes colors too. So like, you got a yellow, you got a red, green. You got like a pinkish, purplish, totally different colors, many different colors to pick from. But yeah, I invested in it. Wasn't that much. Let me know what you guys think. What's up, guys? It is me, Shamar Le Breton, back with you guys for another video. Today, as you guys saw from the title and thumbnail, we are talking about how to make your YouTube videos better. Now, I've gotten this question multiple times from people who actually wanted to start YouTube, or people who are already into YouTube but they notice their quality of videos, or they notice bigger YouTubers have like this amazing quality to their videos, but they don't know how to get that far. Well, they don't know how to get to that point. But before we get into this video, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and make sure to click that notification bell so you know every single time that I post. Now, in order to get that crispy quality videos outside of gear, because gear is a separate video that I'm probably going to make later down in this channel, but I want to start with what you have. Oftentimes we see these big YouTubers with all of the latest gear, like the latest Sony camera or the Aperture 120D Mark II, which is very expensive, which is probably why I don't have it right now. But regardless, a lot of times we get caught up in the moment and we like to see all of the most expensive gear, and we assume that that is how you make the best quality videos of all time. That is false. Very false. I'm going to do another video later down the line as well, showing why gear does matter and why it doesn't matter. But for starters, I want to give you guys 5 key points as to how to make your videos better, how to give it that pop, how to make it feel different than just pressing record on the camera without thinking about the technicalities behind it. Hopefully after this video ends, it helps you to not only be a better YouTuber, but to create brighter and bigger videos than you already have been currently. Looking back in my quality of videos, when I first started on YouTube with a Canon T5i, I never thought about how to place lighting or scripting or whatever the case may be. I just thought, you know, because I have a DSLR, it should make my quality work. And for the most part, it did. It jumped from having an iPhone camera to having a DSLR. You saw the difference. But there's a lot more that goes into it than just having a camera, which is the point of this video today, which leads into my first point. Now, it's not on the technical side, but you always want to start with the end in mind. This point being, what is the overall goal for the video? What do you want to have people take away from this video at the end? Do you want to spark an idea in someone? Do you want to teach somebody? Do you want to entertain? Whatever that case may be will follow the direction of that video. Scenery, how you place lighting. If it's a dramatic video, you want the lighting to be a little more dim so that it gives that dark and grainy kind of vibe. If you want the video to be funny, you want lighting to be the main focus, so you want the lighting to be straight on. If it's an informative video, you want things to move. You want it to not be boring and have one stagnant shot, but have multiple angles of you saying something, so that makes that person talking for 15 minutes more entertaining or more informative. So in other words, you always want to start with the end. What does the end product look like? And that's how you build. So that could even lead into technicality. So if you want your video to be kind of like what I'm doing right now, is basically informing somebody or teaching somebody how to do certain things. Based on how the vibe is, you want to place lighting certain ways. You want to have the camera straight on as opposed to behind or on the side. You want your audio to be as close as possible. Once you start with the end in mind, you already can work backwards, placing different things in certain areas, moving, using sliders, using gimbals, using drones, etc., etc. It will always help to write down certain things. Like, for example, I use this book. I've showed this book before on this channel. This is basically my journal. This is basically my idea writer book. I don't know if I said that right. I probably did. It tells me everything I need to know. It keeps me on track. It basically helps me to script out how this video is going to play out so that I can see what the end product is and I just move backwards. Number 2 is to shoot multiple angles. So you notice that the shot just changed. So we was here before, which is at my desk, and now we are closer to my closet. So you can tell that the shot didn't really change, but we just moved the camera around. This brings a new dynamic to your video, right? Instead of a 15-minute video of me just talking straight to the camera and just bringing nothing to the video, you get a different angle. Angle 1 was me talking at one point, showing you different things in that section. Point 2, it can essentially be the same thing. So this is the exact same closet from point 1. The only difference is you don't see the posters behind, you don't see different things. The shot looks very different, right? So there you have it. Now, the more shots that you have, the better your videos will be. Now, this can work with B-roll. This can work with a second shot, talking while moving the camera, whatever you decide to choose. But in the end, you never want to shoot an entire video with one angle. It makes the video super boring. It makes it not dynamic at all, and it brings no essence to the video. So make sure to shoot with multiple angles, do different things within the video, shoot B-roll, use sound effects, try different things with the video just to make it that much more interesting. Third thing I would tell you guys is to color grade and add effects. A lot of people, when it comes to editing, they are very basic, which is not a bad thing. I'm not saying it's bad, because when I was starting out on YouTube, or even in the early years, I never really took editing seriously. I just thought to like kind of clip things together and only cut out the parts that I didn't need. If you want to get like the bigger named creators like Casey Neistat, Peter McKinnon, Sam Colder, these are people that take their time when it comes to editing. It takes hours and hours, not just filming, not just pre-production, but also post-production. It's a lot of work, yes, but the more practice you do, the better you'll get. Which brings me to another point. I will make the Premiere Pro and Final Cut video for beginners, intermediates, and even advanced people. Just kind of going through the basics of like how to edit, because I know a lot of people who are probably watching this video probably don't know how to edit, or know very few things, but they're not like confident enough to create and edit a YouTube video. So I'm going to make that video as well. Stay tuned for that. But yes, color grading. Starting with your camera, shooting in log. This is what my footage looks like raw, straight out the camera, shooting with lighting and everything set up. Once I go into Premiere, that's when I, change the log and I start color grading and color correcting. This usually takes up the most time in editing, but it makes that much of a difference. There's nothing wrong with shooting picture styles that's normally on your camera. So if you're just shooting straight from your camera without changing any settings on it, it's perfectly fine. Me personally, I just learned over time that dynamic range really makes the difference in certain videos, or it makes your videos look that much better or more cinematic, especially with any camera that you have. And so I've learned to just shoot log or shoot in this very flat, colorless look, so that when I go into post, I have more of an advantage to change the colors or play around with different things so that I can make things pop. Side note, a lot of movie directors and a lot of movie producers shoot log. So all the movies that you see, if you look at the raw footage of that clip, I'm telling you, it looks disturbing. But once they edit it in post-production, that's where all that movie film-ish vibe kind of looks from. Point 4, your personality matters so much in these videos, right? There are millions and billions of YouTubers on this platform, which means you must do all that you can to stand out. Now, personality does play a big part. If you notice, sometimes I may be laid back, my voice being very monotone. We keep it like this for the entire video. We just stay like this. Hey guys, it's Shamar. What's going on? Make sure to subscribe. Can't stay on this level. You gotta switch it up a little bit. Sometimes you gotta go up. Sometimes you gotta go down. Sometimes you have to use your hands. Sometimes you have to smile. Sometimes the topics we talk about on the channel may be a little bit boring. It's your personality that makes the video that much more interesting. Your personality is what makes people subscribe and come back for more. If you're very dull or very laid back, you have to learn how to pump it up, spice it up. I know what it's like to be introverted. However, when it comes to YouTube, when it comes to just creating videos and just making people laugh or giving something for people to enjoy their day, you have to, spice to the video. Make it come to life. Make that script that you wrote for hours come to life. By the way, do you guys really like this light? I think I'm starting to like it. Especially if I get a different shot. You see that shot right there? That's very different. Oh, red. I don't know. I think I might keep this. The last big tip I want to give you guys is to focus on lighting. Lighting makes a huge difference. Huge. Lighting makes a huge difference in the way your YouTube videos look. For example, if I only have one lighting, actually, let me show you guys what lighting does to this look right now. So we're going to turn this off, and we're going to turn off my ring light that's hanging from above. Hold on. So that's off. And I'm going to turn off my main light. So light that's, or my key light, right? So as you can see, it's completely black. Obviously I could just use my window light, but it looked very terrible. We're just gonna start with our key light. Nothing more, nothing less. Oh, you're dropping stuff. You notice without the ring light or a fill light on top and my closet light or my background light, this shot is okay. You get away with it. However, it still makes the video kind of dull. Now, there's a reason why I have multiple lighting in different areas. It gives me a different essence to the video. Now I just recently bought this one, which I'll turn on again. I just recently bought this one, which this shot right here, without even the ring light that's hanging up above, this works. I just wanted to use the ring light just to give me a little bit more out of the shot, but you could work with this, right? So this light right here cost about $70, I believe. And this light right here, the softbox, it cost me about $200 to get 2 of them, right? So you can get away with this shot for only $260. Keep in mind, if you only work with the key light and you don't have anything else, like again, this is the shot that you get, which is fine, right? And depending on how you place the lighting, you could play around with it and make it, you know, to your liking. But you're always going to run into problems like shadows on your left side, or my left side, for example, or a fill light to kind of separate me from the background or just make it pop a little bit more, or even a background light that I added personally for my taste just to give a different essence to the video. Keep in mind, the more you invest in your lighting, the better your shots are, no matter what camera you have. So you can have a T3i and you can make it look like you have an EOS R or even a Sony a7S IV. It just all depends on how you play with your lighting. But that's all for me, folks. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you got so much out of this video and that it helps you to improve your YouTube videos. Also, leave your videos down in the comments below. You know, sometimes I like to check out what you guys produce, or, you know, even if my information kind of helps you to improve your videos, I actually would like to see them. So make sure to leave it down in the comments. I'll definitely check them out. I'll even consider subscribing, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.